Hello everybody on the internet. Yes, I'm back. And before I get into this video, I just want to let you know that if this video isn't as good as my videos usually are, it's because I'm using a different free editing program, one that I don't really like using because I don't have access to my usual editing. So this is only temporary. I don't know how long I'm going to be using this for, until I can get Adobe back, which will probably be a while. But yeah. So I'm not going to be able to do a certain kind of videos for a while, but it's only temporary. So, the Avengers War Table stream has happened, and we have gotten so much new stuff for Marvel's Avengers game. Ever since this game was first announced, I've been out of this world hype, and then last year we got the trailer at E3, I was even more out of this world hype, and I didn't cover the gameplay that they released last year of A-Day because I was busy last year. But I have watched that gameplay billions and billions of times. And I'm so glad that now we've finally gotten more new stuff, and it looks even better. Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix are being really good to the fans. This whole game is really big fan service. A massive, ever-expanding game with a great story of the Avengers AAA of exploring the Marvel Universe is exactly what we need. And they've addressed like every criticism and showing us new stuff. They're being so good to us. And what's even better is that since this game's ever-expanding over years, all the content that they're releasing after launch, all the new characters and stories and missions will all be for free. And if you buy this game on current gen, you'll get a free upgrade to PS5, Xbox Series X, and all your progress and data will pick up right where you left off. This is just an amazing thing to do for players. We got a bunch of new trailers and gameplay and details, and this trailer is like the story trailer, and it reveals that M.O.D.O.K is the main villain of the game. And I always knew that M.O.D.O.K would be the main villain of the game ever since they announced that AIM were the antagonists. But I am so happy that M.O.D.O.K is finally being done justice in media, like this AAA game. As long as I've been a Marvel fan, M.O.D.O.K has always been one of my favorite Marvel villains. He's really underrated. And they are adapting him, designing him, portraying him so well in this. And he wants to rid the world of superpowers, and he's using the Inhumans to create the Adaptoids, which is cool. And in this part where he meets Kamala Khan, he looks a lot like Hector Hammond from Green Lantern. This is clearly before his full transformation's taken effect. I like how the Avengers always refer to him as Dr. George Tarleton, or Tarleton, like he's someone that they know, like he was with them at A-Day, and now he started AIM, so they're taking over the world. And I love in the co-op trailer when Iron Man calls him Georgie Boy. And of all the M.O.D.O.K designs I've seen, this game's design is the most insane. Got like a whole Dr. Octopus thing going on there, but it's still M.O.D.O.K. I cannot wait for this damn boss fight. A way I would describe how this trailer shows the storytelling is kind of intense. The Avengers are in a really difficult place. I love where the developers are taking this story. It's an original story and where they're taking these characters. This whole scene is really intense between the Avengers, and it's just elevated by the amazing voice cast that they've got. Nolan North is perfect as Iron Man. This line shows that he is.
How original! You gonna steal my haircut next?
Troy Baker is a great Bruce Banner. Travis Willingham is a perfect Thor. Laura Bailey is a perfect Black Widow. They couldn't have gotten a better cast to do this. And probably my favorite moment is when Iron Man gets like the Hulkbuster fist and punches Hulk. We also get a better look at Abomination. I can't wait for that boss fight as well. While they are showing us new stuff, there's so much stuff that they aren't showing that they're holding back on. Because there seems to be a lot more to this story. I really want to know what happened to Captain America, because there's no way Captain America is dead. I'm also glad we finally get a look at an idea of what the co-op Warzone missions look like. There's so much going on in the co-op Warzone trailer. The game is really, truly, essentially Marvel's Destiny. Of course, it's going to be infinitely better than Destiny though. All of the gear, the customization, the layout, all of the missions, just everything about the game. It's like Destiny, but better. And what's even better than gear is the costumes. The selection of costumes is insane. They all look so damn good. And I'm personally more of a single player person, so I'm glad that the Warzone missions can be played single player as well as co-op. The two biggest things this trailer showed though was Nick Fury, glad he's in it, and the Hulkbuster armor. That design is sick. I wonder how this is gonna be in gameplay. Like, is this one of Iron Man's super moves, or is this a mission specific thing? Because it's certainly not a costume. And after like nearly a year of watching the Avengers A-Day gameplay billions of times over, I'm glad we finally get a new single player mission. And this one is focused around Thor. I can't believe that they gave Thor a casual civilian clothes costume with the Donald Blake name tag. That's really cool. But the mission is, it's beautiful, so sick. Something about me has always really loved video game levels that are like in a stormy environment or high in the sky, like in a destruction environment and surrounded by many enemies, like especially in superhero games. Yeah, I love that kind of thing a little too much, I don't know why. All of the Avengers defending the helicarrier from AIM's forces, the Adaptoids and the robots. And it's good to know that you can actually fight side by side with the other Avengers in single player missions. And just like with the A-Day gameplay video, this video doesn't show the HUD, but if you watch the rest of the War Table stream, then you'll see gameplay of this with the HUD. I like that they're doing a cinematic showcase. I would also like if they released a full one with the HUD as well, because there seems to be a lot of important HUD. And I want to be able to know the game well so I don't struggle when I get it. But the combat looks so hectic, so much going on. The enemies, especially the Adaptoids, look really tough to beat. I can't wait to play as these characters. I'm certainly going to play as Iron Man the most. I mean, the character I'm going to play the least is Miss Marvel. Because while the game is doing her very well, making a good story out of her, and woven her into the game well, like she's the catalyst that reassembles the Avengers. I'm not a fan of the Miss Marvel character. I'm really not. So I only play as her when the game wants me to. In the next few months, up until this game's release, we're going to get some new stuff, and they said they're going to reveal their first post-launch character. Can't wait to see who that is. It's most likely going to be either Ant-Man, Hawkeye, or Captain Marvel, because Hank Pym is in the story, but he's not Ant-Man yet. And Hawkeye, he's one of the big 6 Avengers. He's got to be there. And Captain Marvel could also be more likely than Hawkeye, because there is an in-game model for her. In Kamala Khan's room, she has a poster of Captain Marvel, and you get a full look at Captain Marvel, so that's likely. I want to know so much more about all the content after launch, all the characters. I really want Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, Hawkeye, Ant-Man, Wasp, like anyone. The PS5 is already looking so good to me. And I know I didn't do a video on it, but Spider-Man Miles Morales looks awesome. It's cool that we're getting a standalone game focused on Miles before we get Marvel Spider-Man 2. But the visuals in that game look great. I can't wait to play as Miles. Sorry if I sound really repetitive. I'm just so excited, out of this world hyped. I cannot stress any further how good this game is, how perfect it is for me. When this game comes out, I'm gonna do so many videos of it. So, what do you think of all these new trailers and gameplay? What character are you gonna play as the most? What characters do you want to be added to the game? Are you excited for Marvel's Avengers? Let me know in the comments below, and may the Force be with you.
I will rid the Earth of superpowers, even if it has to end with me.
It's just got a whole lot weirder.